The WAAAAAAAGH is over. I'm done. And while they say, you don't need to announce that you're leaving, I feel the subscribers to this channel deserve to know what's happening with it and why I've decided I'm leaving Warhammer for good. So basically, I've got to put into line that Warhammer has been a huge part of my life. Ever since I was little, it was just been one of my fanatical things. I always just adored it. I've even got a tattoo of the Aquila on my arm. It's just been one of the most engaging and inspiring sort of worlds, and there's just so much depth to the Warhammer lore, to the models, everything. It's just been a real passion for me all this time. But it got to me one weekend just after all this shenanigans with the Warhammer Plus thing and what happened to all the animators, and that was a direction my channel wanted to go into. I want to start doing animations, more edits with other people animations, and try and bring a real cinematic feel to the hobby. And when they started doing all that stuff, I was starting to sort of falter a bit. And then came the Beast Snaggers box, and of course as an Ork player I should be absolutely ecstatic, but once again there was this huge fear of missing out, and especially here in New Zealand with all the stuff happening with the shipping being delayed from everywhere, it always creates this FOMO, and people are always just getting so worked up and hurt over it. And I just realized it's just something that doesn't slot into my ethics, because I feel like the customers aren't appreciated enough with Warhammer. As each year goes on and their profit margins go through the roof, it seems that it's more of a business and less of a community driven thing. And I've got to say, a huge love to the 40k Ork community, because they were the guys who kept me in it for so long, and they really did drive me and inspire me. And I really cherish the time that I've spent in that community, and all the time that I spent doing these models. It was just the constant consumerism that just started just eating away at me. And with mental health issues and this hobby, being a perfectionist like I am, it can really fuck you up. And this was one of my escapes. I was trying to use this hobby as a way to deal with mental health issues and have some time away from my work, which is I work for a non-profit organization dealing with a lot of animal rights issues, and so I see some fucking messed up shit, and having this hobby was a way that I could escape from that and change that blood and gore into a fantasy sort of realm and try and deal with it that way. And it worked for a time being, but it just got to the stage where I didn't feel appreciated as a consumer. I felt like the channel that I'm doing couldn't reach the potential that I wanted because of the restrictions Game Workshop started putting in place. And it just clicked with me one weekend, and I just could not carry on. And so I've been selling on my army, selling on all my supplies. I've been doing hopefully some great discounts for the people of Aotearoa, New Zealand. I've given away quite a few things as well, just because I want to give away those things that I wish someone had given to me. I want the people who are still in love with the hobby to have those chances that I didn't have. For me, I never had the budget to do Warhammer up until recently, where I just had a small monthly allowance, about 100 New Zealand dollars to spend on Warhammer. But it was too easy to overspend. It was too easy to always be chasing the new releases and that fear of missing out, all the new box sets. Oh, you gotta have this, gotta have that, gotta have that. And it's up to the consumer to decide whether to buy these things or not. But for me, it was becoming crippling, and a lot of the time I'd start buying things just to make myself happy. And you sort of what do they call that, retail therapy, with my mental health. So I hope that with me selling on my stuff in the local trading pages, I've been able to give some people some of that happiness, and also some great deals and some cool conversions. I really hope they appreciate them. If they get ripped apart, well, fine, that's their hobby. But I just want to let you guys know that this is what is happening, and so what am I doing now? Well, I tried getting to Fallout 76 for a bit, and then the Atomic Shop caught up with me. And so if anybody knows about Fallout 76, I'm sure you know about all the controversy around that, and how once again I felt like a cash cow paying into that Atom Shop currency thing, and I was buying all the cool new items and things, and realizing that, you know, when it comes to video games, I'm probably one of those whales. If I love something, I throw everything into it. I become fanatical about it, and so I did that for a couple of months, and I was like, this is just not working. So instead, I've decided to pick up a buggy game, and I've gone with Battlefield 2042, playing around with hovercraft.
Hovercraft. They're trying to tell you the guy's got his feet smashed in with a hovercraft. That's what they're trying to tell you.
I'm actually really enjoying myself. I don't care that there's bugs. It's early days. I'll get it and fix it. You know, I just played in 76 before, so I don't care about buggy games. I just want to enjoy myself and also not have to spend money every week in order to do that. So that's what I'm doing. If you're on Xbox, you want to play with Corpse Grinder, well, I'll leave my gamer tag with this, and you're more than welcome to add me as a friend. I just want to get out there and have some fun, do something for my own mental health that isn't also pressuring myself. And, you know, who knows what this channel might turn into. There may be some videos about that. I won't be doing live streaming anytime soon. I don't think so. I'm pretty shit at the game. My old days of Battlefield 3 as a teenager, where, you know, I was almost like sort of thinking that was the game I was going to go pro with. Those days are sort of rusted over, so who knows, maybe I'll get good one day, get good scrub. But yeah, for now I'm just going to go crumping out in my own way. I love Warhammer, I love the models, I love so much about the hobby, but I'm just done with the whole corporate aspect of it, the whole business plan. It just fucks with my ethics a bit, you know, and my work is all about ethics and morals, and so I'm fucking done with it, you know. And I really, big love to the Warhammer 40k community, because you guys are awesome, and big love to everybody who still enjoys the hobby. That's fantastic. I hope it works for you, and I hope it works for your own mental health and everything you want out of it. But for me, those hopes and dreams are sort of dashed by Games Workshop, and so I've just decided, you know, it's time to cut my losses and start something new, you know, really pursue what's going to make me happy as an individual. And yeah, so it's coming to a close. I'm going to leave all the Ork videos up here because I feel like they could be a good resource for somebody who wants to do conversion work and other bits and pieces, and I hope that they can still be valuable to others. It's just that there's not going to be any more Ork content coming from me. You know, it's something I never wanted to do, is sort of close that chapter, but it's had to be, you know. It's not working with my lifestyle, it's not working with me, and who knows, maybe I'll get into another miniature hobby down the road, but for now I think I want to go back to my roots, which is video gaming and playing bass guitar. So you may see me in the future, you may not. This is Colonel Corpse Grinder signing out, and get out there crumping, boys.